We have just completed the first key component to a disability policy, the true on occupation definition. We now come to the second key component, which is an insurance term known as non-cancelable guaranteed renewable. This is a must-have policy feature because it provides all the guarantees you need to have a secure policy. Once you purchase your policy, it guarantees that the premium will never increase. The insurance company cannot restrict, change, or cancel benefits in your policy. However, you have all the rights, including the ability to cancel your policy if you wish. Only an individual policy has this second key component.
The third key component, referred to as the residual benefit, can be considered a partial benefit as a result of being able to work only part-time in your specialty. It is a must-have policy feature since illnesses are primarily the cause of long-term disabilities and can be slowly degenerating. A medical diagnosis will not necessarily immediately cause you to be 100% disabled. Therefore, you need the partial benefit to supplement a partial loss of income in your specialty. Obviously, if you are totally disabled and you work outside your specialty, you receive your total benefits. This feature is ideal for doctors who want to stay in their specialty, but can only work part-time due to an illness or injury.
The fourth key component is especially important to resident and fellow physicians. It is referred to as a future purchase option rider, or a future increase rider, or a guaranteed purchase insurability rider. It is a must-have policy feature because it locks in your future insurability. What insurability means from an insurance company's perspective is that you are a healthy risk with minimal or no previous underlying medical history. The idea behind a future purchase option is to take advantage of your current health and be able to lock in the guaranteed right to increase coverage based on your health status today when you purchase your policy, regardless of your health in the future. You have essentially guaranteed your ability to purchase additional coverage in the future without any health questions when you choose to. The only caveat is that you have to qualify financially.
So now we have covered the four key components which fall into two themes for a great disability policy: choices and guarantees. In terms of choices, the true own occupation provision gives you the choice to work outside your specialty, receive full benefits while receiving a full salary. And the residual feature gives you the choice to work part-time in your specialty and receive a partial income benefit. In terms of guarantees, the non-cancelable guaranteed renewable feature gives you the peace of mind that the insurance company can never increase your premium or change your benefits. Why would you purchase this insurance? Why would you have it if it does not give you peace of mind? You, of course, can cancel your plan at any time without any ramifications. And the last key component, future insurability, guarantees you the right to increase your coverage in the future without medical questions or a blood test. No matter if a pre-existing condition arises between the time you purchase your policy and when you are ready to increase it, you are still able to increase it when you need to.